Okay, so we've got a nice simple question here. We're told which path is unlikely for a charged particle entering a magnetic field. And we have A, B, or C to choose from. We also want to explain why. So we want to work out why each one is possible and then which one is not possible. So let's go through them one at a time. First we have A. Now A is a kind of helix. It's a helical spiral. So it's moving along essentially in a circle. It's moving a circle in one direction and then in a line in another direction. You combine them and you get this sort of spiraling shape moving forward. This is definitely possible for a particle entering a field. It has to be entering a field at a slight angle though. So it can't head in at a 90-degree angle to a magnetic field. If it was a perfect 90-degree angle, it would just form a circle and it wouldn't move. So it has to head in at a little bit less of an angle, something like 80 degrees, something like that. Then it will form a circle, but it will also move along through the field. And that circle will continue to spin through the field. So we get this. This is sometimes called a helical spiral. B is just a continuous line. It is definitely possible for a charged particle entering a magnetic field to go in a straight line if it is moving in the direction of the magnetic field line. So if the magnetic field lines go this way, or if the magnetic field lines go this way, they're actually not going to affect the particle. The force in these cases will be zero because the force is the charge times the velocity times the field times the sine of the angle. Assuming that the sine of the angle, or the angle is zero, the sine of the angle is zero, that means the net force from the field will be zero. So the particle will just carry on its merry way. So this is possible as well. When we get to C down the bottom, C is not possible because what's happening is at first the particle is entering the field and there is no effect from the field. Right, so there's no effect from the field, and then suddenly an immediate acceleration upward starts. This is an immediate acceleration. It immediately changes direction. Fields just don't work like this. It would happen slowly. So it would either happen the instant it entered the field or the instant it left the field. It wouldn't suddenly move along for a little while and then change direction. So in this case, C is not going to be possible because we know A and B are possible. One of them is not possible. C is unlikely to be possible.